Welcome to the Dirt Shed Show.
We are talking all about the Enduro World Series, which happened in Ireland at the weekend. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about the cross-country World Cup that's happening this weekend in Alberstadt, Germany.
And of course, we've got all the usual Dirt Shed fun and games.
Let's get to it!
Scotty, you were in Ireland for the Enduro World Series. What happened?
Cool! Where do I start, guys? So much happened. What
So
a weekend it was. It was absolutely fantastic. The weather was scorching, the fans were out, and the trails were absolutely amazing. What do you want to know?
Wow.
Well, I want to know first, how did you do?
88.
That's pretty good, actually.
Alright, it's not
That's
too bad.
actually pretty good at Enduro World Series.
And I did 9 videos, so watch this space. There's some really good ones and really interesting
Actually,
ones coming soon.
I'm getting into a bit of a spoiler here for the results, but you actually beat Martin Mays and Jared Graves.
Whoa!
Did you really?
Thanks, Neil. That's
There was
good
a
news.
That's
lot
amazing.
of drama. It seems like stage 2 caught out an awful lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of punctures. Martin Mays got 2 punctures on 2 consecutive stages.
It was really rocky, really tough, really technical, and the crowds were just really encouraging everyone so much that people were pushing on those limits. And I've got to say, there's some real sniper rocks, a lot of stuff in the press about that. I even got a puncture as well on stage 2.
dear.
Missed
Someone
that
as
one.
smooth as you getting punctures. Must
Scotty,
be
we
nice.
saw in those tech videos you did, a lot of the riders were going on their super light bikes. Joe Barnes riding the Spectral rather than the Strive. Do you think that contributed to all these mechanical problems?
I think maybe a little bit, but actually I checked out Jared Graves' bike and he actually had some brand new Specialized tyres and they were actually a bit thicker cased. So it was surprising to hear they got a puncture, but it could just be a bit of bad luck, to be honest.
Okay, so to the big news, the winner, it was, bye. It was unbelievable result for Greg Callahan.
Yeah, Mr. Greg Callahan.
Wow.
What can you say about that guy? I mean, the pressure, everyone was sort of in the pits was saying, can he do it, can he not? And there wasn't that much, he was almost like an underdog again. No one expected it of him, but he pulled through. And as the day progressed, he just got faster and faster. And he got the win.
Yeah, super consistent. We also saw Sam Hill second place on flat pedals, something that I wouldn't have thought possible other than by someone like Sam Hill, but crazy good
And
result.
let's just talk about Richie Rude as well. He went 70th on stage 2 with that flat tire and pulled it all the way back to 3rd place. That was an incredible ride.
And how did he pull that time back?
I mean, he had a lot of stage wins.
Yeah.
He was just consistent.
In the women's race, Tracy Mosey showed up, one race of the year, and sort of did what we kind of hoped, expected, should I say, and smoked it. By how much did she win by? 40 seconds,
40
was it?
seconds, I think it was.
That's an awful lot.
She got 6 out of the 7 stage wins as well. And young up-and-coming rider Isabel Coudurier, she got the 7 stage wins. So that's impressive, showing that she's fit as well. I think just to wrap up the luck of the Irish, I think that what was really cool was they actually got 3 out of the 4 wins as well. So they got under 21, the juniors. Junior was actually Greg's younger cousin, Keelan, as well. And then Greg Callahan got the win.
Wow.
So, what a weekend.
Good day for the Irish.
Yeah.
So one of the big things that happens in Ireland, they're making it a bit of a speciality of theirs at the EWS, is the fans.
The fans were crazy. They were lining some of the stages for the top 30 guys as well. It was absolutely crazy. The head cams that I've seen. And also, I actually met a lot of GMBN fans.
Brilliant.
Selfies. Not so much signatures, that's kind of last year now, but selfies were the big one, and also a lot of high fives going down. And it's the Dirt Shed Show was showed a lot.
Well, that looked like an awful lot of fun. I've actually entered a race this weekend, just a local enduro race to me. I can't wait to have a go. First time in over a year.
Oh
Fat
my
bike?
God.
Possibly, I don't know.
Oh, go on, fat bike it.
Well, maybe.
It's got me going. I'm going to start racing myself.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Fort William, here I come.
World Cup down now?
Yeah, easy.
Shout out!
So, look what I've got here. A press release, official press release.
Bit of paper.
Wow.
GT Bicycles launched GT Coalition.
What is it?
Right, so you can go on their Facebook page, and they've got a little tab on there, Coalition tab.
I'm doing it.
You can do it now.
Yeah.
And you can sign up to be part of the GT Coalition, and you get some kit, and you get a deal on a bike. Basically, you sort of get in the GT family for real.
So this is a global thing. You can
Yeah.
become a GT ambassador.
It's very cool. Check it out, GT Coalition. Get in there.
Yeah, and in other news, it's now, I'd say, officially bike park season. Whistler opens on Friday, day of the Dirt Shed show, and I think that it's going to be pretty busy. The trails are looking groomed, saw some pictures. Personally, would just like to go, to be honest.
Yeah, I would.
I'd love to go there. And in other news, Bike Mag, the American magazine, had an amazing memorial to Stevie Smith, like a photo article on there. I'd really encourage you to go and check that out. It's a really nice piece on Stevie Smith.
Yeah, there's been some beautiful tributes, hasn't there, really?
Yeah, it's been incredible. Check it out.
The British Downhill Series had a notable international presence at the weekend. There was Loic Bruni, Boris Vergier, Marcelo Gutierrez, Remy Thirion, all there in preparation for the next World Cup downhill.
Yeah, they're all getting ready for the World Cup and getting some practice.
We spotted as well, Loic Bruni had that telemetry bike on, maybe gathering some data so you can go back home and do a bit more testing and see what's really working with suspension.
I love
Yeah,
how
only
that
a
is.
couple of weeks away now. Danny Hart took the win. Impressive ride from Danny, the former world champion.
Bruni took a knock in practice, didn't he?
Apparently so, yeah.
Yes.
He got third, but what I did see was a really nice tribute again to Stevie Smith. He wasn't really going to race. He was kind of a bit uncertain about it. He just thought, I'm going to do this one for Stevie, and that was his motivation for racing
really
at the
cool.
weekend.
Yeah, I saw him do a really cool tribute on the podium as well, the little Stevie Smith moustache and pointing to the sky.
Yeah.
I saw a few riders at the EWS as well with notes on their number boards and things, so really nice tributes from the riders.
In the women's, Rachel Atherton amazingly took the win.
Unbelievable.
And in second, Manon Carpenter,
Who was third?
Tani Seagrave. So yeah, in the women's, we need a bit of a shake-up, I think. A little bit of a shake-up.
Yeah, looking forward to the World Cup in a couple of weeks. But before that, this weekend, we've got a cross-country World Cup in Germany. Let's see how we did with our EWS predictions.
Mine were bull. Oh, actually, Timo is on the money.
Yeah.
Jared Graves, Martin.
God.
Terrible season for Jared Graves this year. I did okay, Richie Rude. Can't go wrong with Richie Rude.
Martin Mays was doing well until he had his back wheel problems, but that's just racing.
Timo,
Timo.
of course. Not bad. Right, let's get on to the cross country. Let's make our predictions for this
Albstadt.
weekend's race.
Let's do it.
What do you boys reckon? Who are you going to go for?
It's Absalon's going to win it for sure.
Absalon?
Ooh, it's got to be between Absalon and Nino.
It has to be, but I think Absalon's got the form.
Stick me down for Nino.
I'm going Nino with you, Neil. Women's? I'm going Yolanda Neff.
I'm going to go Gunrita Dale just because I like her.
Okay.
I think she's cool.
Stick me down for Langvad.
Those are our predictions. If you've got different ones, then you're wrong.
Or you could just leave them in the comments down below if you want to let us know.
Can't wait to see what happens.
Top comments of the week. Let's get into them. What we got, Neil?
Right, clearly not me. Who is me? Any tips on bike spec for summer? Very hot summers here, all the dirt becomes sand-like. He gets an answer from Johannes Kastner, says, Dr. Donahue would recommend a fat bike.
So now you're being branded as a doctor.
I'd prescribe a fat bike.
My favourite comment of the week is from Jens Bilevet. Jens
Biljevin.
Jens Bijleven. and he's just put Neil Donahue.
Wow, that's me.
It's a good
Doctor.
Dr. Neil Donahue.
That is true. And then Mickey91 said, someone buy Scotty a beer. Well, Neil did last night, actually.
Did I? Don't remember that.
Saw him in Wicklow and he did everything the crowd asked him to. Did a lot of wheelies, skids, whips, and he did it all when he was racing. So yeah, it was good fun seeing all you guys out there again.
Well done, Scotty.
Impressing the fans.
Time for the caption contest. What have you got, boys?
Well, first one from me is from Tom Rafter. Anyone want a super nice autograph? It's quite a good one.
Good one, yeah. But Nick Duck Ratterday Cole says, I've got a new pen and he's waiting for the rush.
Was there a rush?
It wasn't, no.
But the winner comes from Kendall Connolly. If this mountain bike thing doesn't work out, I can always fall back on my sign making skills.
That's a good one.
Well done, Kendall. Send us your details and we'll make sure we get a GMBM prize in the post.
As we've already discussed anyway, selfies are the new thing.
Yeah.
So,
On to this week's caption contest. What have we got, Scott?
yeah, so this one, I actually got this picture when I was at the EWS in Ireland. I went into the back of the Fox van, but he was giving me a top tip what they give to the likes of Aaron Gwyn, and that's some holy water being dripped into the forks. And it is from Lourdes in France, where the first World Cup of the year was.
Do you think it works? What's it do?
Really? Is that really what's happening?
That's really what's happening, yeah.
Right, leave your captions down below. Tech news this week, SRAM have launched an e-mountain bike group set.
What does that mean?
Wow, It's just specific for e-mountain bikes, Martin.
Technically, this is tech of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain.
And I've also heard there's 8-speed.
8-speed?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, you missed.
No, it's eight gears. When was the last time we had 8 gears?
What does it mean?
So,
why is it different?
It's strong, basically. Obviously, you're putting out a lot of power on an e-mountain bike. The gear shifter only shifts up one at a time, so you can't just crunch through the gears, all that power. You risk snapping your chain.
Chain snappage.
Also got some new updated guide brakes. And in other tech news, we've seen Giro with a new helmet with the guys at the EWS, Richie Rood and Cody Kelly riding.
You're a big fan.
I like this helmet. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think this is precursor to a bit of a trend in Enduro, actually, because that kind of look comes from motorcycle trials, very motorcycle trials-esque.
Yeah.
And I think that's really going to catch on in Enduro, because those events have got that feel about them.
They do.
And I think we're seeing the future there.
Some Enduros you have to wear full face for, and looks like it's got a detachable tin piece.
News was really sparse on this. I mean, when I was there with Tom, the other filmmaker as well, we were trying to get shots of it, and yet you were just having none of it. It was only if it was on Richie or
No
Cody.
way. Wouldn't let you near it.
Top secret.
Brilliant.
Spy shots only.
Brilliant.
Shoutouts.
Shoutouts.
Shoutouts! It's that time of the week we talk about some videos that we've seen across the week, and there's been some pretty good ones, but one that I saw, which made me really want to get back out to the Alps, ride that Champrey downhill course, was Nico Vink and some of his friends. And it is filthy. I mean, it is really muddy. Obviously, the snow melt must be coming off the Alps. And the berms were just knee deep in big, dirty ruts, and the boys were just slapping them. They looked like they had a great time out on the bikes.
I still have nightmares about that Champrey World Cup downhill track. I never want to go there again, thank you very much. I'm going to throw to the EWS Roundup. It's a 20-minute highlight video, brilliant. Love watching that.
I'm going to throw to a crossover video, Annekke Beerten and Ronnie Renner, a bit of motocross, bit of MTB, really fun video. I really enjoyed it. Check it out.
Plus a bonus this week. Have you seen this trailer for Pure Darkness 3?
It's a shout out from all three of us for this one.
Can't wait to see this.
Yeah, it's going to be a good film.
Insane.
Insta bangers! Right, I'm going to send you to Teo Galli, came 4th at the EWS. It was on a Da Vinci, check him out.
I'm going to throw to Julian Absalon, legend of cross country, 2 times Olympic champion, am I right? I think. And there's a cool video on his Instagram of him riding a pump track.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw to a guy called Maki Vizina, I think. I don't really know him that well. Briefly touched cross pass at the Enduro World Series, and he had a massive grin on his face. And it must be one of his first Enduro World Series he's done. But he got 14th place, Canadian, and he just looked like he was having a great time.
Loving it.
Let's get in the vault, boys.
Come on.
Dropped it on us.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Starting off with, we're in. Jeremy Paletin. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's a good sunset. He's put that in for you because you asked for a sunset.
That is,
I'm
nice.
gonna call it a super nice.
Whoa.
It's a big start.
Ryan Alexander. Look at the size of that chainring. Oh, he's got a chain device.
I like the graphics.
Bluebells, very nice. Super nice, I'm saying.
Nice.
Hardtail, nice. Right, hardtails. Another hardtail.
Chris Hopkins.
That's a big bike.
I tell you what, that's a nice setting. I like how he's found a little lake for us.
That is very nice, isn't it?
Nice.
Nice. Another hardtail.
Anders Siversind.
This looks like Scandinavia.
It's Norway.
It's Norway.
Yeah, you said it's
That
Norway.
is super nice. I like that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Chris Bishop.
Hey, that's my local, Bike Park Wales.
Yeah.
That's Chris Bishop.
Got his GT parked up outside.
Nice, Chris.
Having a brew inside, no doubt.
Wow. Now.
What's he done? Has he fallen off?
No, it's a beautiful photo.
It's atmospheric, isn't it?
Ruben Lunde Simerson, super nice.
I like that. Dylan Nicole.
Nice.
Nice.
By a swamp though.
Really? Swamp bike. Whoa, look at that. So your bike's got.
That is
I'm going to give that a super nice James Martin.
James Martin, a little Scottish. A little Scottish
That's
flag.
super nice in my book. Daniel Kasupanen.
Nice.
The yellow wheels
Good
just
name.
don't do it for me, but yeah, that's nice.
Really? I like Matt Black. Can't go wrong with Matt Black bikes. Ian Campbell, what's that? YT.
That's a
we're
big
in a
upgrade
time.
on the old chalk, look.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Right, let's move it on. Josh Wheeler.
No, that picture is not for that bike fault. Get out. Sorry, Josh. We need pictures of the bike. That's
Move it on then.
Keith Otterkirk. I like this setting.
Do you think you could ride
That's
up that off the
beautiful.
end?
Yeah.
Beautiful. He's gone to a lot of effort. That's
skills.
super nice.
Alex Davis.
that mountain.
Where is that? Where is that?
That,
mountain in the
that
background.
looks like Mount Baker to me.
Yeah, I'm giving that a super nice. Setting is beautiful.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Oh, damn it.
Till next week.
Oh, relax. We need like a coffee and like
A biscuit.
donut. And...
Guys, where can they send their bikes if they want it? See them in the dirt shed.
What do you know?
Well, it's going to dirtshed@gmbn.com and mark it Bike Vault because then we get to look at all of them.
Time for hacks and bodges. Check out this one from Carolis Borkurtus. I'm calling that a bodge. He's made his own sort of, what do you call that? Chain device?
Well, it's a chain tensioner, but I think his derailleur went and he
right.
had to get back from work. So he's actually, it's pretty smart. It's pretty good.
That's probably really a hack. I mean, it's a bit of a bodge, but it's also a hack since he's had to return home from work with it. And
I don't really understand what a hack is or what a bodge is. I don't really get it. But hack
Does
or
anyone
bodge?
know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hack makes it better. Bodge is a cheap
Quick
fix.
fix.
Now check this one out, Neil. I'm not sure what you're going to think of this one, right?
What is
Some
that?
foam, right? This is from Finley Champion. He's got like foam on his top tube because he's banging his knees. What is he doing?
Where's some knee pads?
But how are you banging your knees on your top tube? I don't understand.
Maybe he's doing like some cool tricks.
I don't bang my knees on a top tube. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm calling that a bodge. Sorry, Finley.
what, my knees? trail the pin.
Time for Pin the Trail, and the first one comes from Jack Gillespie in Abbeymoor, Scotland. So
Let's have a
Tell
look.
me more.
So Abbeymoor is not a million miles away from Fort William.
No.
Have you noticed that
Really?
Jack has actually got a broken wrist and he's riding with a cast on?
No way.
Nice
I
one, Jack.
hadn't noticed that. Come in the shop.
Oh, Abbeymoor is just a gem for trails at the moment. There's so many good new ones popping up.
There's an awful lot of good riding in Scotland.
Yeah.
Love seeing it.
Brilliant pin. Loving
Right. I know exactly where that one can go.
it. Scott.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of Scottish pins now.
Well spotted, Neil. Okay, the next pin is from Peter Taylor in Marin County. Marin?
Marin,
Marin.
let's have a look.
And
Where's
this
the
is
start?
a top secret trail, right? We're not allowed to know the exact
Yeah,
location.
the name is secret. You can't have it. You know, I've been riding in Marin County and it really was pretty special, actually.
I've not. I need to check it out. Let's tell you what, it reminds me of Star Wars, speeder bikes.
Yeah. Why is that, Neil? That's where they filmed it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, shall I pop that in the map then?
Stick it in the map.
Yeah.
I reckon California's getting pretty busy.
Yeah, oh, there's a few. Where do we want some pins from though, guys?
I want one from Brazil. Brazil's such a big country. We do have one from Sao Paulo, but let's get more from Brazil.
I'd like one from Libya.
Libya.
Yeah.
You really put it out there, don't you? When you want
Libya.
a pin, you put it right out there.
Yeah. It looks like there could be some good riding in Libya.
Well, send them to dirtshed@gmbn.com to be featured on the show.
Let's have it.
Coming up on the channel this week.
Are we recording?
Yes, the red eye's on.
Yes, that's a camera.
Coming up on the channel this week.
On Saturday, we've got a pro bike, and that is a telemetry bike that you checked out on Seattle, Neil. That looks pretty cool.
Yep.
Sunday is a good one though. It's an epic ride from the EWS in Ireland. I rode round, gave you some top tips how you might want to prepare for an EWS or what you might want to take with in your back pockets.
On Monday, Maintenance Monday, it's how to remove your back wheel.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, we've got top 10 places to ride in North America.
On Wednesday, it's the how to find flow on the trail. This is a good one, I like this one. Riding downhill as fast as you can and being smooth. And then on Thursday, it's Ask GMBN, where we answer your questions sent in to us with the hashtag AskGMBN. And on Friday, as you just heard, coming up this Tuesday, we're doing top 10 places to ride in North America. We'd love to hear your views on this. See your head cams, send them into Pin a Trail. Tell us where you like riding in North America.
Yeah, and obviously, if you want to watch more videos on GMBN, you can click up there for 8 ways to climb faster.
Or if you actually want to know what the pros and all about their wheel sizes, what they even think of a fat bike, Neil, you can click just down there and you'll find out.
I'm sure they all love them.
Yeah.
Of course.
And of course, you can click in the middle to subscribe.
The best part is,
It's free.
Totally free.
and
Always will be.
you always get a video every day of the week.